Welcome to the Community Development Committee. We've got a few things to go through tonight, so I will start with the agenda rundown. Have we got any apologies for absence?
No received matters like John Woods, but he's not listening.
Listen, quite a few. Right, you got that, Liam?
I have.
Right, we'll go to disclosures of interest and grants of dispensation.
Yeah, and we're both on it.
Natalie Rosen,
Barry,
Barry, are you? Yeah.
both on the strategic.
Yeah, planning committee, yeah.
So you've got a conflict with council.
Yes.
Right.
So I don't know if we can stay here and just declare that we'll remain silent or lift up. Just because I would like to be involved with listening to it and what the debate is, but could I sit here and just remain silent? Rather than get in the room or I leave the room?
Chair, can I just say, is that you're allowed to disclosure of interest, but if it's financial, that's when you can't stay, but if it's just to talk about, you can.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think we're kind of torn because we may have to make a decision that I don't think
Yeah,
I'll
that's
remain
right.
silent.
That's right, yeah.
If I can see.
You
I'll
can
sit
be here,
and
but you
remain
can't say anything
You
or
can't
do
do
anything.
Yeah.
silent. Since company, I've got to be something.
I mean, in the past, as I was saying Natalie before, what some county councillors prefer to do is just to totally alienate themselves from this meeting, disappear for 5 minutes and then come back. But the thing is, I mean, you would hear the discussion on YouTube if you went on there, you know, after the minutes had been produced anyways.
I'm happy to sit and stay nothing to feel about it.
How do you know? You the same as well?
Yeah.
Right, no problem. So everybody's happy with that. We'll move on to agenda number 3. The minutes of the last committee held 26th of June. Or agreed at the full council meeting held at 17th of July. So we're happy for that one. Agenda number 4, there was no actions from the previous meeting, the previous minutes of the last meeting. We will go through that one. And now on agenda number 5, which is our strategic plan application regarding the Blythe relief. Anybody got any questions on the application which is currently going through? What actions?
Can I just say, I don't agree with the way that the application has been presented, in that it's got 2 roads on one application where they do not correlate with each other in any way, shape or form. I'm not sure why the whole of the 2 roads were linked onto one application, because they do pose different, you know, different fors and againsts because of the different locations. I know we can't change that because it's already been put forward that way, but that has made it very, very difficult for some of us to consider how we were going to vote on it going forward, because obviously we're all in different positions because of the locations of those roads.
Can I just make a comment here? We're only the listening body, we're not the one that makes the decision, so it's just really about comments on it and what we feel about it. I think you've already said that, Denise.
Yes.
So that's all it is, so it's not a voting. It's a voting.
Right, so we do have some.
Dave Johnson.
Dave?
I'd just like to say that, although they're putting forward this planning application, are we aware that the funding is available yet? Has it been made available?
I mean, so far as I'm aware, it hasn't been made available, but we'll probably look to get it passed and then we'll go for the funding for it.
But it seems like it's a little bit of a waste of time disputing something that's like just, it's not a real, consideration because of actually in the pot to do the jobs.
So say we're just here to weigh the pros and cons, but to see if we agree with it, or if we've got any issues, what they could potentially put in additionally to the plans, you know?
I think it's about sending in my comments, isn't it? Sending my comments to what?
Yes. Yeah, as the chair said, I mean, it's just, I mean, Denise said, you know, you've got two roads, one's over here and one's there. You can't comment on both and we'll submit them if that's what the committee's view is. But in terms of funding, I know there was another business case for it. But it actually is quite common practice for people to get planning permission before they actually do something. It sometimes puts out a lot further down the line as well. But housing developers do it and things like that. So it's not unusual for the county to receive an application like this.
It's just that there is, I am aware of someone actually putting forward an alternative view for the Lavrock road. Where at the minute we've got problems where we've got congestion, mainly because of buses being held up. And one of their, what they're saying is if the money doesn't go through, but there is going to be cash available, why don't we use cash to have places where the buses can actually pull off the road, because that's where we've got like congestion that's been created unnecessarily. And widen the exits to the road at the top end of the Lambert Road, so you've got like an exit road to go straight to the Stephen Delavan, rather than have have like two lanes down from the roundabout, so anyone that wants to turn left can clear it, so that will also alleviate congestion on the road. It's just, I think if there's all the funding is not available, but we'll get some of the funding. It would be handy just to have like alternatives available and to be able to present them, you know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, recent visit to the Bella Heat, I was talking to Amy, and she was concerned about the area at the Bella Heat. Yeah, that's marked out on here. So potentially she doesn't understand, or doesn't know what sort of area are they going to take off of. I don't think it's down to conservation area yet, the full heap. But I think it's a shame, you know, the work that they've actually put into that, the volunteers. So looking at the map there, it shows that that's quite a bit where they're going to take the Bella Heat area. I don't know why or what that bit is. Could it be a floodplain area or what? They're going to adapt, or that where they're going to shift all the muck? I've got no idea what that's going to be.
With the sports venture. Yeah, for the sports field.
Can I just say, myself, and David Johnson, we went to a meeting, with the people, you know, the planning department for this plan. And I did ask about the Bella Hill, you know, where the bridge is going over.
Yeah.
And yes, they're replacing the bridge because it needs to come, you know, come down. And I did ask about that nature side of it and the nature pond, and they said they weren't touching any of that.
Roads further across the other house. Big chunk there. So. What?
I think you'll find it's well England too. That's where the saying about it is now the football
That's the
field
Bella Hill field,
now. Sure that's all right.
where the football pitch is.
Chair, can I just confirm that the part of the map that Councillor Baker is indeed pointing to and you're all referring to is indeed the football pitch.
Yeah.
In front of the pavilion, where they are proposing to relocate the football pitch south and create a new sustainable urban drainage system to alleviate the drainage on the site.
And some roadside parking.
Yes, 19 additional spaces.
Yes.
I'll get you a bit more information on that. 19 new parking bays on Ogle Drive.
Mhm.
They're gonna have it. And obviously, what Lane's just mentioned about the relocation of the football pitch and the improved draining. What they're going to do. So I know that pitch has been a nightmare for 30 years. So it might help it out a bit.
In addition to that, if I may just say as well that although the county ecologist has initially objected to the scheme, they have recommended that further information be provided, including an assessment of the red squirrel populations within the Chase Farm site and more appropriate mitigation for the species, including potentially woodland creation on the Isabella site. So they're looking at creating more woodland, potentially.
It's not helpful in drainage as well, then.
And that'll be the same with the Natural England as well. Yes, what they're putting down for the additional
They're
info.
looking for habitats regulations.
Yes.
Updates, yes.
Go ahead, Deirdre.
Is this something that's actually going to happen? Because I'm telling you now, I sat with bits of paper like this 25 years ago for the same thing. Honestly. And it's, I mean, at least 10 years ago, I remember attending a meeting up on Briley Road in the offices there. And we were given assurances that it would start within 3 years, 100% assurances. So if there's somebody saying, yes, definitely, I think it's wonderful. I can remember when they decided they were replacing the old Labrador Road, the one that's there now, and that was supposed to be like a dual carriageway. And there were two councillors at the time who objected to making it. They said there would never be enough traffic to warrant having a dual carriageway, believe it or not. And that's got to be 30 years ago. Easy. So, I mean, they've been dead a long time, the two said councillors. So I'm really happy if it's something. I think we'll be dead as well by the time this takes place, believe me. And I hope it works. I hope it's something that is going to happen and not in 10 or 20 years' time that it is going
Well,
to
we need something,
We need something desperately.
but as I
My
say,
faith in it is lost a bit.
It's been going on.
They're too busy at the minute trying to dig for oil all over Blythe, and so when they find the oil, they might replace the road.
say we haven't got, is it active travel? Well, it's a deferral, they're not in a position to support it. The county archaeologist have got no objections. In the public right of way, have got no objections to the either.
No,
You know, sorry, Chair, do you know what it is? I think all we need to make is with comments and at least give by an example there. So I think we just have to put there the comments in and then it goes back over,
Yes,
you know.
what happens?
right. Has anybody got any other comments on the
I think we
road? Any issues?
I don't know.
Everybody happy? Jolly good, right, we're gonna move on.
Can I just clarify what our comments are there? Because I have to submit the comments. So are we saying that we support the planning application subject to the conditions outlined by the other statutory consultees being addressed? And that we welcome the addition of the additional parking bays, football pitch and drainage, and preservation or mitigation by additional woodland.
Yes, but I also think that we need to address why they're both on the same plan and one.
Right, okay.
When they're different,
Right,
we need clarification on that issue.
doing that.
Future plans need to be more balanced than that.
Woodland, check plans. I've got your comments on that, so I can have that.
It's his first comments.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rick.
So I just wanted to ask, is it on the same plan because they plan to do both sets of work at the same time?
We don't.
Who knows?
We don't know if it was to do with
I've
funding, to
never seen that.
be able to obtain funding.
Another 50 years.
Searching for an answer in the wilderness.
You can still ask that question or when you put the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, get me.
Thank you.
Right, jolly good, are we all happy with that? We'll move on. Number 6. Any other applications for consideration? Maybe Peter will. Sorry. Sorry, I'm reading around.
That's that one, not yeah. That's the 4%.
Yeah,
That's just an information.
right. So everybody's got that, haven't they? So we can read through that. Number 6, your call for sites, it's in your pack. So that's the one where the councils invite landowners, developers, agents, and other interested parties to submit potential development sites for considerations. While sites for users will be accepted, the council is particularly interested in sites for housing, economic development, town centre uses. Mineral extraction, that's gonna be not this leg, that's that where the oil comes from, right?
That's where the pitch was.
And environmental enhancement. So. I think. I really need to go.
That's just for stimulus.
Yeah, so that's just a note, and it's closed on the 30th of September, 2025. The links on the 3rd paragraph from the bottom on the planning policy, so you can put that in.
So we're asking for where the states offer for building houses
I think,
in my wards.
I think it's basically they're wanting people to come forward.
Yeah, just to see if there's any place in our.
I've got a bit of a land, can I build on it, or will the council build on it?
Right.
So I'm sort of looking at the one in our ward for that one, what they're doing in Delegate Terrace, where they've got them, the flats.
They can draft it into their local plan.
Anybody, any questions on that one? No? Very good, right, our next meeting will be held at this place on the 25th of September. Thank you very much.
I'm a push for floor funding on them all. In our ward, I've already getting some first. So we need to push for some more. And so when you do that, it's downsizing.